I don't know where it came and how I decided as a child to start to use a face as a surface or a platform for a story. Probably I done it by instinct, or I can't tell a moment that I decided, not to do just straightforward faces. I was born in wartime, actually. It's called Yom Kippur. And then through my childhood, I think Israel had 5 or 6 different wars. So it became kind of routine. Gulf War was quite extreme because we had to go to shelters and put gas mask. And so then I was 16, 17, and this is where actually this image came from, which I was reading newspaper and there was article about Saddam, and suddenly the radioactive looked like something else, the top bits become eyebrows, the bottom bit become mustache. And I remember that I sketched like one line around it. I don't have this sketch, but when I came to London, I recreated it. And my first commission was Shakespeare for Time Out. That was 2003, and I sent postcard, and the art director called me straight away and asked if I want to do Shakespeare portrait. And I was 3 hours before holiday, so everything was packed. And then I took the commission. I decided, okay, that's opportunity. And I felt that it's my to be or not to be, in a way. And this is where the question mark came. And it's just Shakespeare with question mark that depicts his eye and nose, and the dot is like a mustache. And that was the first one. One of my favorites still, I think. I have here around 70 sketchbooks, so I have sketchbook with me all the time. And I'm sketching everything around me is kind of sketch, so it could be on the queue to the bank or just name it, And I think that I'm brainstorming and sitting with my sketchbook more than I'm on a computer. I think the computer, when I go to computer, I know what I'm doing, I know exactly what things I need to do, and I don't waste a lot of time on the computer. I try to surprise myself with different locations. There's 2 worlds, I don't see one world, so there is another world, and if you go out there or while I'm talking to you, so I don't see just you, I see what's happened around your shoulder and around your ear and the space between the cameraman hand and your head. I call it, the other world or second world, or, it's the kind of world that no one cares about because we tend to go and see things that are obvious in our head. I'm looking at all the sides of the world, and it just doesn't stop, and it's exciting. So that's why I'm awake 19 hours a day or 20 hours a day. I'm more thinking than illustrating, I would say, or drawing. And it could be client brainstorming, and it could be whatever. For example, this one, which you can see, the dog in here again. So I was sitting and brainstorming on something else. But then this dog came. It was a male dog, and that was a white Labrador dog, and he came and started to sniff her. And I was just sketching, doing something else, look at that, and then, he's like checking under her tail, and she was quite pleased with her tail up. And then the owner of this dog called him, and so he gone, and she stayed with the tail up, like, where are you? It was quite nice, come back. And then I sketched it straight away. It was quite different on the start, so it was with eye, and then I work on it. But, again, that's something that I wasn't planning this day, to discover a dog inside a dog and to get this tension between male-female situation, but it happened. I'm still, like a child, discovering things that I've never seen before. I gave a lecture in Brighton, and I came on the train, and this guy was sitting next to me, and he was totally drunk with, with burger here falling and chips and everything, and he was like, like that on the train. And suddenly the train stopped, and there was light from billboard from outside without, when they don't have the posters, so you just have white neon light, and it was outside, and the train was dark, and suddenly I saw this moon. And the whole situation turned, so from kind of disgusting, drunken situation, he was suddenly protected by the moon, you know, and it was almost like he's in a womb. It was a really warm moment to see how it turned with the light, and I sketched it straight away, and then it became cut out and print. Probably SML. It's my most iconic image. I think that people choose it, so I love this image, but the reaction, and it become my symbol in a way, and it's quite iconic, and it tells, you know, it tells a whole life story about hierarchies and how people treat each other. And I really like Spock as well, so it just can't do that, but it's just two fingers, just one hand inside Spock's silhouette, and it's just floating there beautifully without any support, so just one hand that creates his face. I want you to smile. I think that's very important in what I'm doing. I think the humor fact, especially when I'm not funny in English, so when I speak English it sounds quite dry because it's not my language, and I think that I really want to make people laugh. So for me it's great to see someone, you know, holding newspaper, and I'm sitting next to him on the tube, and I see that he's looking on one of my covers or one who's showing someone and they're smiling. So it's great. The minute that I will be calm and I wouldn't have this kind of fire, it will die, you know, or I think that I've done it and it's enough. I feel that I'm starting now. Everything that I've done, and it's 10 years, I feel that it's a warm-up to other things.